Welcome back to Factual America. Today, we're diving into a story that's bigger than a Texas barbecue and flashier than a monster truck at a county fair. The richest rednecks in America. That's right. I'm talking about the folks who made millions or even billions without ever giving up their boots, their trucks, or their love for the simple life. From mud-splattered millionaires to country kings of cash, these are the legends who prove you can have big money and still keep it country. Smash that like button, subscribe, and let's meet the richest rednecks in the USA. Part 1. What does redneck rich really mean? Before we jump in, let's clear something up. Redneck isn't an insult here. It's a badge of honor. It's about loving the outdoors, working with your hands, and staying true to your roots. No matter how big your bank account gets, these folks are living proof that you don't have to trade your cowboy boots for a suit to make it big. Part 2. The oil barons and land tycoons. Let's start with the classic American dream, striking it rich on your own land. The Bass family, Texas. Imagine inheriting oil fields the size of small countries and turning them into a multi-billion-dollar empire. The Bass family is worth over $10 billion, but you'll still spot them at the rodeo, boots and all. Harold Ham, Oklahoma. Born the 13th child of sharecroppers, Harold started out pumping gas and ended up discovering some of the biggest oil fields in America. Now he's worth billions, but he still loves hunting, fishing, and driving his own truck. The Pickens legacy, Texas, Oklahoma. T. Boone Pickens was a wildcatter who made and gave away billions. He was as likely to be seen at a cattle auction as a Wall Street boardroom. Part 3. Country music millionaires. Who says singing about tractors and heartbreak can't make you rich? Dolly Parton, Tennessee. From a one-room cabin to a theme park owner and music legend, Dolly is worth hundreds of millions. She still rocks her country style, gives back to her hometown, and isn't afraid to get her hands dirty at Dollywood. Toby Keith, Oklahoma. He sings about red Solo cups, but his bank account is platinum. With his own restaurant chain and a stake in a beverage company, Toby's worth over $300 million and still loves a good tailgate. Luke Bryan, Georgia. He started out on a peanut farm and now sells out stadiums. Luke still spends his downtime hunting, fishing, and hanging out with family on his land. Part 4. Reality TV, rednecks turned rich. Sometimes all you need is a camera crew and a whole lot of personality. The Robertson family, Duck Dynasty, Louisiana. They turned making duck calls into a TV empire, raking in hundreds of millions. They still wear camo, sport beards, and run the business out of the bayou. The Kilcher family, Alaska, the last frontier, Alaska. Living off the grid didn't stop the Kilchers from building a fortune. Their homestead lifestyle and TV deals have made them some of the richest Alaskan rednecks around. Part 5. Business mavericks with country roots. Some rednecks get rich by building businesses that stay true to their down-home values. Jimmy John Liautaud, Illinois. He started out with a sandwich shop and a love for hunting. Now worth over $1.7 billion. Jimmy John still prefers boots, jeans, and wild game over boardrooms and caviar. Richard Childress, North Carolina. From racing stock cars to owning a NASCAR empire, Richard Childress built his fortune on speed, grit, and a love for the South. You'll still find him at the track, not in a skyscraper office. Part 6. The farmers who struck gold. You don't have to leave the farm to make a fortune. Howard Buffett, Nebraska, Illinois. Son of Warren Buffett, Howard chose tractors over Wall Street. He's a multi-millionaire farmer, philanthropist, and conservationist who can fix a fence and close a business deal in the same day. Redland Cotton Family, Alabama. Turning homegrown cotton into luxury bedding, this family kept their farm roots while building a national brand. They're proof you can be redneck rich and sleep on high thread count sheets. Part 7. Redneck Toys and Trophies. So what do the richest rednecks buy? Forget yachts and penthouses. Think custom trucks with lift kits taller than a basketball player, private hunting ranches bigger than some states, bass boats with more horsepower than a sports car, entire collections of classic muscle cars and monster trucks, and of course, enough land to host a music festival or a rodeo. Part 8. Giving back, country style. One thing these legends have in common? They never forget where they came from. Whether it's Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, Harold Hamm's scholarships, or the Robertsons' local charity work, these folks pour millions back into their communities, schools, and small towns. Part 9. What makes a rich redneck? It's not just about the money. It's about staying true to your roots, loving your land, and living life on your own terms. Whether they're running a billion-dollar business or just making the world's best barbecue, these rednecks prove you can be yourself and still make it big. Wrap up. So, what did I learn from meeting America's richest rednecks? You don't have to change who you are to succeed. Hard work, grit, and a little country luck go a long way. And sometimes, the best things in life really are fried, four-wheeled, or found in the great outdoors. If you want to see more stories about America's wildest success stories, smash that like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, who's your favorite redneck rich legend? Or what's the most country thing you'd buy if you hit it big? This is Factual America, signing off with muddy boots, a big grin, and a whole lot of respect for the redneck millionaires living large, country style. See y'all in the next one.